What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Classic Chronicles. I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend and is ready to conquer the week that is, man. Oh, man, hard to believe that fall is almost here, man, right around the corner. But, man, I hope everybody had a great summer and is ready to take on fall and eventually winter, and then we got a new year in like 3 months. It's crazy how the year just flies by, especially when you get older. Anyway, not here to talk about that, but what I am here to talk about is the Fantastic Four first steps. And on this episode, I'm gonna be giving you my spoiler-free review of the film. But before I do, let's take a look at the trailer. All right, let's talk about it. Fantastic Four first steps. I've actually been waiting to talk about this for a while, but couldn't because none of my friends seen it, and they all watched my vlog, and they did not want me to spoil it. But now that they have seen it, I can talk about it. So yeah. So this iteration of the Fantastic Four takes place in the 1960s against against a New York City backdrop, and basically the Fantastic Four at this point, unlike the other films in unlike the other iterations of the Fantastic Four on the big screen, this is not an origin story. The Fantastic Four already have their superpowers at this point. I mean, they briefly dive into it at the beginning on how they got their superpowers. Basically, they went up in space, and their spaceship exploded, but left them with their individual powers. Invisible Woman has the power to turn invisible and create force fields. Ben Grimm, Ben Grimm, who's the Thing, you know, got got his face and whole body disfigured, basically turned into a rock, but has super strength and speed and all that. Uh, Johnny Storm, Johnny Storm, aka the Human Torch, It's just that he has the power to create fire and set himself on fire and his foes on fire at any given time. And of course, Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards, brilliant scientist, but has the ability to stretch his body, in stretch and contort his body for any use that he sees fit, mostly against his enemies. But yeah, so in this iteration of the Fantastic Four, they are going up against also making his MCU debut, Galactus, which is one of their main villains in the Fantastic Four series, aside from Doctor Doom. But Galactus, man, the Eater of Worlds, and basically, um, Sue and Reed give birth to a baby, Franklin Richards, who later on goes on to become one of the most powerful characters in Marvel Comics. Not gonna go too much into his backstory because that would be ruining it, and I don't want to ruin the film. But yeah, so basically, Galactus wants a Franklin for his own personal use, but the Fantastic Four out to save the world and keep Franklin safe. And helping Galactus is Silver Surfer. Um, normally it is a male, but the MCU decided to go with a female Silver Surfer, which is all good. But yeah, she has an incredible backstory too. So definitely check out the film for a little bit of that. But man, I thoroughly enjoyed the film. It was really fun, and it was a shot in the arm that Marvel needed. Marvel went with a new marketing strategy of not releasing too many films or television projects within a certain year, and it is working to their advantage because whenever you release too much of something, it and shove it down people's throats, people tend to get tired of it, and it has the opposite effect than what the studio intended. So as Marvel moves forward with their new content releasing strategy, it should work out better in their favor. But yeah, this was a very good film, and this is how the Fantastic Four should have been in the beginning. Of course, the two done the two done in the mid 2000s by 20th Century Fox, where 20th Century Studios now I should say, were okay. They weren't, for what they were. They weren't too bad, but we're not even going to talk about the 2015 iteration of the Fantastic Four. We're not doing it. But anyway, no, this was really good. Really funny, really witty, but also also stuck very accurate to the comics. And there are there is a mid and post credit scene, so definitely keep that in mind when you're watching. But yeah, no, enjoy the Fantastic Four. I'm sure I know it's still playing in some theaters. That's not gonna last for very much longer. So if you don't wanna look for it in theaters or go at 11 o'clock at night, which is probably the only time it's showing, uh, at this point in theaters, wait till it comes out on demand, and when it does, check it out. You'll hopefully you'll enjoy it. Those of you who have seen the film, let's talk about it down in the comments, but do not spoil it for any other people who haven't seen it. Anyway, that is gonna do it for this episode of the Classic Chronicles. Like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you don't miss a video. And I, of course, will see you guys on the next one. Peace.